Such investments are crucial for Georgia, especially in these tough times. Here is what the World Bank has to say about Georgia in its most recent report on Europe and Central Asia. The COVID-19 pandemic has hit Georgia hard. Mobility restrictions, a sudden halt to international tourist arrivals, and weak external demand drove an estimated economic contraction of 6.2% in 2020. The poverty rate increased by an estimated 5.4 percentage points. Job and income losses were severe. The fiscal deficit and public debt rose above statutory levels as the crisis put pressure on fiscal and external balances. Georgia's economy is projected to expand to 4% in 2021 and then to firm to 5% in 2022. Despite this improvement, output is unlikely to recover to pre-COVID levels until late 2022, in part owing to a subdued outlook for international tourism over the forecast horizon. The recovery is subject to considerable downside risks, including from delayed vaccinations, additional or extended COVID-19 restrictions, tightening global financial conditions, and prolonged political tensions. Not an easy situation, to say the least. For a more detailed analysis, let me offer our viewers and followers the comment from Evgeny Najdo, World Bank senior economist.
The main message of this report is that the regional economy has started to recover from one of the deepest recessions, which saw output contracting by 2% in the emerging and developing countries in the Europe and Central Asia region and pushing more than 6 million people below the poverty line. In 2021, we expect regional output to grow by 3.6% as firming external output and commodity prices offset the flare-up of COVID-19 infections. As vaccinations pick up, we should see a stronger recovery in confidence, trade, and consumption. However, risks are high and depend on the effectiveness of pandemic management, the pace of inoculation, the access to external financial markets, as well as geopolitical tensions. Growth is expected to accelerate further to 3.8% in 2022 as the impact of the pandemic fades. Addressing some long-term challenges such as improving human capital, quality of institutions, the market functionings, as well as facilitating the move towards low carbon and green economies will strengthen the recovery. Open economies and those that relied significantly on services and tourism were hardest hit. This includes Georgia. Georgian GDP is estimated to have contracted by 6.2% in 2020 and the poverty rate to have increased by more than 5 percentage points. The recovery will also be gradual in Georgia. The output is expected to increase by 4% in 2021, reflecting the phased easing of restrictions, the pace of inoculation, and the continued fiscal support. Again, there are a lot of uncertainties that we will need to monitor carefully. Finally, this update contains a special section on data digitalization and governance. The pandemic demonstrated how digitalization is critical to sustaining economic activity, as well as how important good governance is. Beyond the pandemic, given the size of public sectors in Europe and Central Asia, the progress in GovTech will be critical for the productivity of the economies. The regional economies are making efforts in this area. Some already have advanced digital solutions. Others, including Georgia, are putting significant focus on GovTech. To harness the data revolution, countries could encourage adoption, adaptation, and coordination of data systems, as well as foster platforms to promote direct feedback mechanisms and accountability.
Hey guys, stay tuned, subscribe, and follow us on BMG.